full of living entities. Om Gyatmirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurvritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Vishram Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadavayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishvanamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagara Raghunathavitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Bhavatu Parijanatam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhandatamsha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityaramane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashati Shatarine Jai Shri Krishna Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Nandini Gauratushe Maha He Krishna Gamna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Bhutesha Bhutikakanta Radha Kanta Namostute Taptakara Charakara Gira He Vindavishwari Pushpakarmanu Sule Devi Karunani Haripri Vanchal Bankaltarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Yadavesha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome all of you to Shri Krishna Bhagavad class. Let's see the blessings of His grace, Mukta Guru, His Bhagavad Prabhu, and all the Vaishnavas who are here, so that we can speak something for the glorification of the Lord and purification of our hearts. Hare Krishna. So this seventh canto, chapter 4, text 8. So we are discussing this chapter entitled Hiranyakashipu terrorizes the universe. So here in this text is now it is being explained that how. So before this, we see that Hiranyakashipu being blessed by the Lord Brahma, having acquired lustrous golden body, then continued to remember the death of his brother and therefore being envious of Lord Vishnu. So studying based on Maharshal was speaking the topic of envy and how we maintain the enviousness towards Lord Vishnu. Because of that, further his activities will be like that. Because of envy towards Krishna, now he is going to terrorize the universe. So he is going to start with atrocities and atrocious activities. So he says that Hiranyakashipu became the conqueror of the entire universe. And the great demon conquered all the planets in the three worlds. And varieties of planets are mentioned. And he brought all of them, all the rulers of different planets under his control. According to the reports of all, he sees their power and influence. You can see that the nature of envy toward the Lord is that one wants to take the position of the Lord. So Lord is the master of everything. Bhuktanam Vigatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwara. Suvidatta Bhuktanam Gyatamam Shanti. So you can see how Hiranyakashipu actually wants to become Lord for me. But that's what he wants to do. He wants to become the number one ruler, the topmost ruler of the entire creation. You can see, whatever all the planets, so many planets, and all the rulers, he just trying to conquer all of them and completely seizing their power and influence. So this is the nature of envy, that one wants to usurp the position of the Lord. He wants to acquire the position of the Lord. It's a very dangerous mentality. And Lord is the master of all universes, but the Lord is completely unexpected. We can see that Lord is always wanting to give credit to his own citizens, to his own devotees. He is not the person who wants to, just rule over for the sake of his own egoistic satisfaction or something. That he wants to get some kind of honor and respect, and he wants some kind of praises, and everybody should obey him. Egomaniac. No, Lord is not like that. In fact, we see the Lord is having such soft and sweet heart that he's also called Akhila Samrita Murti. He exchanges the rasa with devotees. And he actually wants to serve his devotees. We can see so many pastimes. Lord is simply wanting to serve his devotees. And his Lord says that no, I don't know anyone but my devotees, and my devotees know nothing but me. And Lord is just ready to do anything for his devotees. Aham bhakta parati. He says, I am conquered by the devotees. So here the Hiranyakashipu wanted to conquer everyone. But the Lord is saying, I am conquered by my devotees. So this is the mood of the Lord. So Lord is not that kind of ruler, like he like Hiranyakashipu wants to become ruler like that. So Lord is having this different heart. No. So what is more important is the attitude when we have certain position. It's not about the external situation of the position. So in fact, like Vijay Sagar Maharaj, as Bhakti Saraswati was mentioning in Pune Yatra, he was saying, I have seen Radha Maharaj that he told me personally that he never wanted to be a leader. His nature was always to be, somewhere in seclusion and meditating, chanting, and he was quite introvert. And he always wanted to be like, behind the layers of devotees. That is mood, very humble attitude. That was his nature, like that. So Maharaj said that he was when Bhakti Charan was trying to push him, they were saying, Maharaj, I don't want to be a leader. So he never wanted that. But Bhakti Charan was convincing him that those who don't want to be leader, they should be leaders. So because you want to simply serve, in the mood of surrender. So that a person should be the leader, basically. So the mood to have any post or position is to be one of the servant of all those who may be, under his custody or who may be, he may be in charge of certain devotees or certain people or certain assets, whatever. So the mood is to serve like that. And this is on behalf of the Lord. Because Lord is a perfect servant. That he has a perfect mood of a servant, actually, truly speaking. And he is a servant of servant. I mean, so Lord says also, in one of the verse comes in Srimad Bhagavatam that, the devotees of the Lord is very dear. The devotees of my devotees are more dear than, that my devotees also. So it goes like that. I think it comes in ninth canto, okay? That's not. No, there's another verse, he says in ninth canto it comes there, I'm there only. स्वतंत्र एवं तुझ साधुवीर ग्रस्त हृदय भक्तेर भक्त भक्तेर भक्त जनाप्रिय. That is the verse, Bhakta and Bhakta. So those are devotees of my devotees are more dear to me. You see that? So Lord is also having that mood. He is actually more wanting to please the devotees of the Lord. So our whole mood of the Lord and devotees is all servant to servant to servant. It's not about devotees, God is demanding. The Lord himself carries that same mood, servant to servant, actually. So Lord is actually wanting to simply please the Vaishnavas, please the devotees, and assist all the divinities. In fact, the whole programming material also is nothing but God is simply facilitating. It's simply trying to facilitate the jiva, poor fellow. You are not hearing me. Okay, what do you want? I want to enjoy independent of you. Okay, fine. I'll create this material world for you. So become Brahma. Become various post position, technical position, whatever it is. And then he wants to have more independent plans. But then Lord may even arrange all different varieties of species of life. Okay, fine, you try. Now try to enjoy independent of me. And then so many varieties of activities he wants to do. So Lord will also assist the living entity, trying to give him the remembrance of what he wanting to enjoy. In different stages of life, Lord is giving the remembrance also. So remembrance, forgetfulness, and remember, Matta, spiritual jnana, knowledge, all Lord is providing as per the desire of the living entity. Just imagine. The living is simply desiring and the Lord is facilitating. Like that. And Lord is pleading, oh my dear son, please come back. This is what I want you to see. No, I want you to be happy because you're not happy, see. You're desiring different ways and you're miserable. So, and he's simply waiting. He's simply waiting like a servant. I remember my master returned towards me. So that I can help him to attain his natural state of being happy in association of my loving pastimes. I mean, in association of me, my loving pastimes. So this is how the Lord is simply assisting all the divinities, and as we know that how he is just conquered by his devotees. He's simply conquered by his devotees. And Lord is completely unexploitative. He is not an exploitative master. In this world, you find those who get some post, some position, they become very exploitative. They need to start thinking that how I can enjoy, the honor, how can I enjoy the prestige and controllership. All that, the enjoying mentality is there. So they want to exploit. They want to see that how these people should be used for my purpose. But Lord is not like that. No. Lord always wants to give credit to other his devotees, want to appreciate his devotees, praise his devotees. Like you see, when the Lord killed the Hiranyakashipu also, then he is he's making Prahlad as king. Not like, I killed your father, no, I'll be the king of this place or something like that. No. Lord simply wants, Prahlad, be the king there, right? Like he's killing the Jarasandha. Then he, put his son Sahadev, in his king's position. Similarly, when Ravana is killed, then Vibhishana is made king. So you can see, God is not wanting, okay, I kill and then I will take the post. No? So he does not need it. God is not wanting. So God is simply happy to put his devotees, in charge. And he wants to serve his devotees. This is what Lord's mood is. He is making Bali Maharaj as the king of this world, and he wants to be the doorkeeper. He simply wants to be a doorkeeper. So this is the mood of the Lord. Lord is completely unapologetic. But here you see the Hiranyakashipu, he wants to seize, the power and influence of everyone. And he wants to be the number one ruler of this entire creation. So this is the nature of envy. When we imitate the Lord's position without having the attitude of the Lord. That you don't want, right? So like Mayavadi also Sri Prabhupada says, they want to become God. So simply want to go for a post of God. I want to be God. I want to be above everyone. That's the mood. But actually, Prabhupada says, as devotees, we become more than God. How we become more than God? Because we, become devotees of the Lord. And Lord becomes, devotees, maybe some son or lover or friend who is simply controlled by devotees. So that way the devotee becomes more than the Lord. So in that mood of, in that prasad perspective, the Lord, Prabhupada says that devotee becomes more than God, you see. So why you just want to become God? Become more than God. If you really want to become something big, then become more than God. That is devotee of the Lord. And devotee of the Lord is that from that perspective, we have sometimes have high position. Like Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda Mega, they are higher than the Lord in Rasa, in Melo, in the past times. Gopis, they become higher than the Lord. Lord simply dances on the tunes of gopis. So he simply become defeated by his cowboy boyfriends. So this is how the Lord is so sweet, in his heart, like that. And so Lord is the master, actual controller, but he gives us his Bhagavata. He gives us his, that I am God, that kind of mood, and he simply wants to become servant. He is not caring about that. So what Lord enjoy, see Lord, we say, Lord enjoy, is the enjoyer. So sometimes we may have this, feeling, "Arey, he only is the enjoyer. He wants to enjoy. Somehow he has become, he is God. Somehow he is God. Somehow Krishna is God, and he is wanting to enjoy. I mean, he is the enjoyer. He is labeled as enjoyer. Why not me? Why not I be eternally with the enjoyer? I can also be like that. Why only Krishna is having that kind of constitution? I can have also constitution of being enjoyer. Why not like that? I think it is not justice. No? In the absolute realm, something has been wrong. What has happened? No? I should have been the enjoyer. No, that's the goal sometimes we carry. But somebody may carry. But the point is, what Lord enjoys. See, what is Lord enjoying? Actually, Lord is simply enjoying to assist his devotee something. He's reciprocating with the love of his devotees. So he relishes the service and the love of his devotees in trying to please the Lord. And the Lord is simply reciprocating. So in reciprocating, not religious. So Lord simply enjoys to reciprocate with the love of his devotees. This is the nature of love, actually. He's conquered by the love of his devotees. He enjoys love of his devotees. And he wants to reciprocate. So he's a very perfect reciprocator, actually, you see. He simply wants to reciprocate. Why the Lord is having so many expansions, so many varieties of forms uh, in so many planets? Just to reciprocate with the mood of his devotee. Like we know that past time, when Krishna and Rukmani, they all were there in Dwarka, Hanuman was coming to meet. So they immediately say, no, Rukmani, now you have become Mother Sita, and I have become Rama, because my devotee Hanuman is coming. So because he wants to reciprocate with Hanumanji in that particular mood, right? Same way when Krishna is dressed by Mother Yashoda in the house. Then Krishna, Yashoda Maya does it with so many costly ornaments and in a very like a prince, very nicely she decorates Krishna. And then all his coward boyfriends are calling, hey Krishna, come on with us to the forest. And then all the coward boys along with Krishna, they go to the forest. And then they have another prison. Then they undress the Lord from all the costly ornaments. And then they have one mala and different varieties of creepers and maybe peacock feathers and so many varieties of things. It's naturally available in the forest, the trees and from flowers and all. And then Krishna is decorated like that, very beautifully. It's another blessing. And Krishna is also that. So there Krishna is simply reciprocating with them their mood. Because they want to see Krishna as like his own coward friend. So they may not be so happy to see him with a very costly ornament like a prince or something. So they're happy with that. And Krishna has all that. That way. So you can see Krishna is quite reciprocated. And also Krishna is dancing with the gopis. So in our Radha Chandra, one back, what's it? Backdrop? Backdrop. The backdrop we find that gopis dancing with Krishna. We can find all the different gopis when they're dancing. So when gopis are dancing like this, Krishna also is dancing like this. When gopis are dancing like this, then Krishna also is putting like this. So you can see, he's simply reciprocating, Yeah, but the desire of the gopis is reciprocating like that. And why he is having different rasas also? It's all because the different devotees have different, desire to relish the Lord's association. So somebody approaches the Lord in the mood of a son, or I mean, in the mood of a servant or friend or lover. So accordingly, Krishna reciprocates.
Could you repeat that part? The Lord dances the way gopis dance?
Reciprocates.
Some,
Yeah, I mean, if you see the picture there, no? If the gopis are having this kind of posture, then Krishna also has this kind of thing. You'll always see that.
Where? Which picture?
In one of the backdrop in Pune, we found that this is how it is. So you can see how Krishna is perfectly reciprocating. It's a reciprocator like that. Of yeah, it also it shows how Krishna reciprocates. So Krishna is always reciprocating with a lot of devotees, and we see in so many pastings also. Like uh, we hear in Jagannath Ji pastime and Balaji was telling that how some queen wanted to offer some earring or something to the Lord. The Lord arranged. We can see, how when Madhvin Puri, wanting to offer taste the kheer, immediately Lord is stealing the kheer. So he reciprocating, you see. So how Lord pastimes are happening based on the desires of devotees also. You can see. And Lord may arrange a pastime to give bigger to his devotees also. Because he knows his devotees very nicely. So he also may enact certain pastimes, understanding this will give the my devotees the greatest happiness. So he may take initiative like that. You getting this point? So God is simply reciprocating. He's reciprocating. Reciprocating. So this is the mood of the God. So he is a perfect servant. His mood is to simply serve, like that. See, Lord would have even for conditions also. So Lord can simply take them back to God. It's not that it's not Lord is omnipotent. He can immediately take. But because the divinity doesn't want, so Lord also doesn't force. So his love is always unconditional. He always in the mood of servant. Servant can only wait, can only plead, only request. But he has to actually serve, so in the, as per the desire of the master. So now God's mood is like that. So what I'm trying to say is that the people want to get the post, people want to get some kind of power, some kind of influence, but they're not that much enthusiastic about having a mood of servant also. The attitude of servant, that is not so much of a mood. Like one devotee was saying, "No, I want to be a counselor." अच्छा ठीक है अच्छी बात है you can be counselor good but counselor means you have to serve all those counselees so do you have that kind of attitude to serve all of them so maybe first you can serve all these devotees by can try different ways to serve them maybe you can serve them prasadam serve different ways and when they're pleased by you then you may also become their counselor so it was sometimes so gross Prabhu, I want to be a counselor one day. Actually, your devotee has told me I should be, counselor and all that. So I should be counselor too. And yeah, even if somebody has told also, it is not that you go and just bark, okay, I want to become like that. So sometimes it's very gross also. Very gross. So we have to be careful. Are we just heading towards wanting some kind of post, some kind of facilities without having the appropriate mode of service, mode of servant. Like sometimes somebody, someone in dormitory ashram it happens many times. So I can just give example from there. Like some devotee has, let's say, a mobile version, and then another brahmachari he gets another special mobile. He has some more features, like that. And then this person thinks that I'm also 10 years senior. I mean, 10 years having also in ashram. He also in 10 years in ashram. So he has got some special mobile. I have only simple mobile. What is this? हमारा progress नहीं हो रहा है. We are not. I am not progressing that much. What's happening? So he has that mobile because he has some service to do. So for that particular service, his superior has told him that he can have the mobile. And then he may fight for that mobile. And he said, Prabhu, I also bought it. He has bought that mobile. So what do you understand then? I mean, what do you think then? I should also have that mobile because he's equals like that. No, no, you don't have that service. No? You have particular service, that's why he, is given. No, I can also do that service. No? Why not? I can also do certain kind of services, right? I can also have this. No, but you are doing that service very nicely. You continue with that. That service does not need. You are doing very good, important, valuable service. That is fine, bro, but I'm not having that growth in that. So what growth we want? So sometimes very tricky. I have traps like this. And one actually, through some kind of, like he can show some kind of anger, some kind of dissatisfaction. What is this happening here? People, they know they're not equipoised, partially something like that. And he will fight for that mobile. Okay, let us have that particular kind of mobile. Because others are given and I'm not given. I will be seen as less than others like that. So, but actually, if somebody is having proper mode of service, proper mode of servant, then he will not satisfied. For my service, this is required, so I will be taking. For his service, that is required, so he has that. So same thing you have to see, like that. Like for somebody is guru, he is smart. So why he is guru? Because he has that service. It's all service, Being a guru is a service. So he has a particular kind of service. Okay, my service is written to the next I am servant. Somebody's service may be, to in charge or something. He's in charge. Somebody's service is to be cleaning the temple. He's like, he has to just clean the temple and arrange the grocery, and serve in the kitchen. So he's doing that. So everybody, actually will become very satisfied and happy if he has this mood of being a servant. Because I have a service to Guru and Krishna. If that is the mood, then we'll be satisfied in all situations of life. Here, Hiranyakashipu did not have that mood. That's why he never satisfied. Even Hiranyakashipu becomes God. Will he be satisfied? How many do you think? Raise your hand if you understand. If you think that Hiranyakashipu will be satisfied, even if he becomes God. He will not satisfied? Really? He told me. So he won't. No? And he is becoming so-called God also in one sense, you see. Krishna is out of picture right now. Whomever he knows is under him. Krishna is going to come later. And then he has Narasimha, and that time he'll be finished. But Krishna is annoying him. Okay, he wanted to be God. Okay, be God for some time. Try. And he is actually, so-called becoming God, becoming so-called God. Because of all the powerful rulers of so many planets, they have come under his subjugation. And he is the number one ruler now. All Indra, Chandra, Vayu, everybody is under him, except, Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu. And they are not in picture. They are giving that facility to Indra. But it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. In spite of all that, Hiranyakashipu was dissatisfied. It's there. Srimad Bhagavatam says that he was dissatisfied. He was not happy. He was not satisfied. And when Prahlad became a great devotee, then it was like a nightmare for him. Then he was completely frustrated. And he was trying to assassinate Prahlad in so many ways, trying to kill so many things you can see. So this is how, you see, Lord is already know that there's so many entities against him. They're not worshipping him. But God is not becoming upset that way. God is not like, he is dissatisfied and he's, you understand? Like, Hiranyakashipu had one follower who did not want to worship him. He could have said, okay, one follower, you don't worship. All of us are accepting me as God. Fine, I'm happy. Oh, Hiranyakashipu is Brahma. But You can see, but Hiranyakashipu is so disturbed like that. But Lord is not like that. Lord also has in his kingdom so many divinities, they don't want to serve him, they don't want to worship him, they're also rebelling against him. But Lord is not disturbed like that. In fact, Lord is, assisting them also. Assisting them also. And recently, seeing that how this, people can actually, again, become in the fold of loving relationship with me. So this is what God is desiring, like that. But He's not forcing. He's not forcing. Here He's forcing. No, you worship me. You worship me. That was forcefully wanting Prahlad to be his follower. Though he doesn't have that power also. He cannot. He's asking also, hey, how are you not able to get killed? Oh, Prahlad. Prahlad saying, the one who is giving you power to do all these subversive activities, same Lord is giving me power also, to not get affected by you. So he had no power, still he wanting complete force, and control him. But Lord does not do that. As I said, Lord is not wanting to forcefully take us back to Godhead also. Okay? So this is the difference, you see, the Lord and the Hiranyakashipu. So he wants to simply have that, I am the conqueror of everyone. I am the master and Lord and everybody should be under my control. So it's the mood of Hiranyakashipu, like that. So this mood of the Lord, actually, more we understand, it will melt our heart. And we will give up on, as we more become aware and touched by the qualities of the Lord. How? So that's why you have to focus on the qualities of the Lord also. So as devotees, we should know the greatness of the Lord, that how Lord is the master of everyone, is the supreme enjoyer, and the supreme proprietor. Then we have to know that way we have the humility to approach the Lord and accept our insignificant position in front of the Lord. And but as we grow, we also have to become more and more aware of the sweetness aspect of them. Because when we know this sweetness aspect, then our heart will melt. You know, Seeing the wonderful qualities of the Lord. And that's why God performs so many pastimes. So he exhibits so many qualities also. You can see so his pastimes are exhibited. So then a devotee becomes completely touched by the Lord. So in proper says in some lectures, in the spiritual world, there is no difference between God and his devotees. No difference. Yeah. Everybody becomes on equal platform. That's it. Rasa perspective. In fact, devotee doesn't know in the God. Nobody knows also who is God. They simply love Krishna. Krishna Mola Jivana, Krishna Mola Prana, Krishna Mola Prana Prana. So simply Krishna becomes a prana of all the devotees. They will not be knowing also. The love becomes so condensed. They will not know also who is God. So this all, it loses its meaning. Like, who is the God, who is he just simply becomes the object of everyone's love. That is natural for all the living beings, because everybody is naturally part and parcel of Krishna. The position of Krishna always remains as God. The thing, his position always remains intact. But everyone actually, the devotees may be higher in terms of rasa, not may be controlled also that way. So this is the mood of the Lord. So more we become aware of this mood, then more we can actually, heartily serve Krishna, understanding, that wonderful master, uh, whom I should, why should I not have such a master? So we will heartily accept him as our master because he is such an unexpected master. He's such a loving master. Such a master who doesn't care, to sacrifice anything for his subordinates like that. So such a master is naturally being loved. In this world, we have very terrible experience of somebody being master. We get exploited. People have terrible experiences. That's why when this is told about God being a master, then people have issue. I don't want to be somebody master. Like that in third verse saying, Master? Oh my God, I don't not master. Husband is not the master. Father is not the master. Okay, they may be having something to do with their roles. But master is a very big word. Big negative word seen in this world. Like master and the slave, slaves and all is considered to be a very exploitative thing, it's taken in those terms like that. But God is not that kind. So we have that terrible experience in this world because people carry that enviousness and they have that exploitative attitude. We have the terrible experiences. But once we understand God is not that kind of master, then we will be able to give ourselves fully to the Lord. Our Lord is protector of devotees. Lord is upholder of that devotees. He's God is saying that no, I always keep the promise of my devotee. Right? Sometimes Lord may not care about his promise. So Lord values the devotees much more than himself also. Like that. So this is the mood of the Lord. So First, we should know about Lord's greatness so that we don't take the Lord cheaply. That's why we say one should know the greatness of the Lord. Otherwise, the Lord becomes here. But one should know the greatness, but one should also gradually more and more become aware of the sweetness of the Lord, His heart, His mood. And that's how we can also learn in our own life also what should be our mood when we are trying to take any kind of position on behalf of the Lord, on behalf of the Lord, some position, some service we will be having. So mood is to always serve. So the spiritual master will become his perfect servant. There's so many disciples, thousands of disciples to serve. Jagadguru. We sometimes say Prabhupada is Jagadguru. Why? Because he is the person who is able to serve so many divinities. You see, all the divinities serving. Okay, Prabhupada said once, I want to preach everywhere simultaneously. Prabhupada was desiring it. So yes, it actually is happening also. There's so many temples right now, Bhagavatam class is going on. Somebody is reading Prabhupada book. Somebody is maybe hearing Prabhupada lecture. Somebody is hearing some Prabhupada pastimes by some devotees. So it's always happening. So simultaneously is preaching to all the living entities. So many living entities, the Prabhupada is preaching simultaneously. God is putting that desire, Prabhupada, to a great extent, like that. So that is a desire, desire of service. Because the Prabhupada is crying tears for all the divinities, wanting to serve them and see that how they can become happy. So that's the mood. So because of such a great mood of service, Srila Prabhupada is Acharya for the entire world, like that. And we see that like we are celebrating Nityananda Chaturdashi now. So Nityananda was in the same mood. He's a great servant of Chaitanya, but wants to serve all the jivas. He's also like, you see that how he, Nityananda and Hadas Thakur, they go door to door. They fall in the feet of the person, they knock the door, tuck, tuck, tuck. And then somebody will open the door and nobody is there. But what will happen? Nityananda and Hadas Thakur are flat, on the ground, begging to that condition. So please chant the name of God, please chant the name of Krishna. Krishna is the Father, Krishna is the Mother, Krishna is the life and soul. Please take the name of God, in the name of Krishna. Bolu Krishna, Karu Krishna, he is pleading. And some of them may just ridicule, some of them may be neutral, some of them may become, very affectionate. Oh, please get up, why you are like this, why you are offering always this to me. Different people may respond differently. But they always kept that mood of trying to serve all the living beings. That mood. Being served of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are trying to serve all the living beings. This is what that mood is. And we see all the expansions of God also having the same mood, the mood of service. Like they said, Acharya also, though he is a Mahavishnu, but he has a mood of servant. Mood of servant to the Lord and all his devotees. That's what Acharya's mood also is. So this mood of servant is actually the constant theme, the constant mood for all the liberated souls. So, and this is what we are also trying to cultivate, the mood of servant, like that. So, I haven't gone to the purport, I just touched the theme, which in this Sri of Varsada coming. So let's little talk about this, the description about modern scientists, about the Earth, the different planets, about being vacuum. So one of the things we have to know that modern scientists, they simply claim this kind of statement, they make this statement because of being their puffed up nature. Prabhupada said this, it's so puffed up. Like say small ant in this building, it has to give about the functioning of this one Boston temple, what's happening there, what that small ant can give. Even a scientist ant, what that ant can tell about this temple, what's happening, what about the people, about Shiva's temple, what that small ant will know. What is this company? What is big of his company? What is speak about his future plans? What do you know? Nothing. What about his brother's home? So about this, what about this temple hall itself, the ant can understand it. And the biggest ant also. So how the scientists are so much claiming that no one lives in any planet? And who are you to talk about it? Who are you? So it is simply a very puffed up. So actually, if somebody can become aware of his insignificant position, immediately he becomes somewhat humble. I don't know. First thing about humility is that I don't know. I accept I don't know. That's the first thing. And then you want to know, now how can I know? And then there are Vedic personality, then there are satisfaction. And I can submit to the Vedic personality and satisfaction. I can understand all these wonderful truths like that. So the puffed up nature of the scientists, they claim themselves to be very intelligent and making their own statements. On what basis? So there's no basis to it. But they think that way, so they speculate that way. So that's not the right way of working in life. So one should actually become humble and accept the authority of the scriptures and establish succession, and then one can know everything. So humble devotee can know everything, all the intricate details of the spiritual world and everything. A humble devotee, like Kola Sridhar, like Sudama, like or he can be a king like Achit Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj. Yudhishthira. If somebody is having a humble mood of servitude to the Lord and he accepts the Lord and servitude the scriptures, he can know everything clearly with realization. Because the scientists, no, they will not be able to understand this. No. So Prabhupada says, we are not impressed by the words of scientists who say that all the planets are vacant, and that only the earth is full of divinities. Prabhupada said, we are not impressed. They have foolish propaganda going on like that. Prabhupada did not, waver even an inch by this propaganda. The moon landing was the biggest thing there. And Prabhupada said, no, no, they did not go. So how Prabhupada could be so bold because he has such unflinching faith in the scriptures. Like that. He was very humble. It may look like Prabhupada being proud. No, I not, no. No, it's not. It's because of his humility. Because he is humble, he accepts the authority of the scriptures and the Lord. Guru Prabhupada. That's why he's, Lord Prabhupada is standing out. And he's boldly speaking the truth. Because he understands that how one should follow the authority of the others. Okay, so let's pause here. Any comments or questions? Yeah.
Amazing class. You emphasize how the Supreme Lord is the perfect master as well as the perfect servant of his devotees. I was reminded of one section from Ramayana. How Sugriv introduced when he rallied all the Vanar armies. So many Vanaras came from so many different parts of the world, and he was introducing the heads of each division to Lord Ram. And then finally, after Lord Ram, he when they were all introduced,
Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Prabhupada Srila Bhagavatam ki jai. Hari Purusha Bhajami Govinda Hari Purusha Bhajami Govinda Hari Purusha Bhajami